Good afternoon, everyone. Well, okay, nice to see you again. How are you? For me, I'm good, and I hope you are good too. Okay, today Fridays, and it's my turn to teach you English. What did you study on Friday last week, everyone? Good. So I remember teaching you about present simple with other verbs. And at the end of our lesson, I also gave you homeworks. I asked you to write or to make 10 sentences using present simple with other verb. Other verb here refer to any verb beside to be because I don't want you to do anything related to be anymore because you have understood very well. Okay, and a few minutes ago I just got homework from Panya, and I would like to say thank you as well to Panya for doing homework. And I have just written your homework on the whiteboard and will correct all together. Okay, so now there are 10 sentences here from Panya. So Panya, are you ready for the correction? And not only for Panya, but for all the students, in grade 12 who study in this school and other students that watch my videos. Okay. So number one, everyone, he teaches English. So he is third person singular. And what happened to the verbs that we use with third person singular? Okay, we have to add s, es, or ies according to the grammatical rule. So here, teach, this verb ends in ch. That's why you have to put es at the end. So this sentence is correct. Excellent, Panya. I eat breakfast every morning. So we use with the verb. So the verb doesn't change, and if doesn't change, with it is infinitive. Okay, so correct. My sister brushes. So my sister is a singular subject, one person. So brushes is correct because this verb ends in sh. So when we use with third person singular or singular subject in present simple, we have to use es at the end here. Correct. My teacher puts me homeworks every day. Panya, I would say sorry for this one. We never use put with this meaning, so you can change like gives, okay, offer or give, okay. So Panya, a little mistake with this one. So just gives me homeworks every Fridays. Okay, much better. Number 5, we do homework every day. So we, for I, we, you, they, when we use with the verb don't change. So correct. Sorry. Correct. Number 6. My mother cooked meal for me. Panya, I think you forget S because my mother is a third person singular or singular subject. So the verb must be with SES or IS. And this kind of verb, you must use S at the end here. So, okay, my mother cooks meal for me. 7. I go to school every Monday. This sentence is correct, but a very small mistake with capitalization. I mean here, for the day of the week, you usually write with capital letters. So Monday, according to what I got from you, you write small letter M. Okay, so you just change the capital letter Monday. Number 8, Samnang plays games on his phone. Okay, good. Correct. Number 9, I always. Have a look at the word always. I think you just forget. You know, below here always you use s, and the above one you don't use s. But here, I think you just forget it. I always read books when free time. When free time, have a look at here. When I have free time. So with when is a conjunction. So the word that come after it must be sentence. So here it joins sentence with another sentence to make one. I always read books when. So after when we use sentence. I have free time. Good. Or if you don't want to use when I have free time, you just say, I always read books in my free time. You can say without when here. You can say in my free time. So you don't use here. No problem. The meaning is enough here. I always get up at 6 o'clock every morning. This sentence is correct. Okay, thank you very much, Panya and the other who have done homework. But I only, extracted homework from Panya to write on the whiteboard and gives, correction. Okay, thank you so much. And Panya, you have sent me every homework I have given to you. Good. And now, before starting our new lessons, okay, can I omit this? Yes. Okay. Before continuing our lesson, I would like to review something related to present simple, the form of present simple. So if we talk about the form, we have three: positive, negative, and question. For positive, who remember everyone? Positive for present simple. So positive, we use subject plus what? Plus verb. Verb here can be s, es, or ie, as for positive. Okay, and question. Okay. Question. Or negative, sorry. For negative, you use subject plus do or does plus not. So do not to don't, and does not doesn't, plus verb infinitive. This for question. And for sorry, not question, sorry. And a negative. And question, we have yes, no question. And I remember teaching you only, or telling you only yes, no question. So for yes, no question, you use do or does plus subjects plus verb infinitive. Okay? Clear, everyone? Yes, because I taught you already, and today I just reviews, it. And now, to make you understand more about the present simple, I would like you to spend around 5 minutes doing this exercise. Each sentence has one mistake. Okay, have a look at the whiteboard. Each sentence has one mistake. Find the mistake and correct it. Now, have a look. There are 9 sentences. And all of them consist of one mistake. Find it and correct. For example, Ratha go to market every morning. Vuthi and Dara tries to study English. She and I wants to get married. Do your father live in the countryside? He doesn't feel happy. My son, Dara, speak English well. He always practice speaking English in front of the mirror. And 8. Where does Sokha studies English? 9. Our teacher teach English online on Fridays. So mean every Fridays he teach online. Okay, have a look and correct it. Okay. For number 1, yes. 2, 3, 4, under 9. Do it for a few minutes. Okay, now let's go all together. For number 1, I put number 1 here. So where is the mistake? Okay, have a look at this sentence. Ratha go to market every morning. So Ratha, how many people? Singular or plural? Singular, only one person. So the verb that come after singular subject must be with SES or IES. And here go, the verb end in O. When we use with he, she, it or third person singular, you have to add ES according to the grammatical rule that I gave you on Friday last week. So here the mistake is with go. Why? Because without ES. So the correct sentence is Ratha here. Ratha goes. Okay? Ratha goes. Yeah. To market every morning. To market. To market every morning. Okay. Good. Number 2. Would he and Dara tries to study English? Where is the mistake? How many? Okay, what kind of subject is it? Singular or plural? How many people? Would he and Dara? So 2 people. So plural noun used as subject. So the verb don't change, right? So here, what happened to tries? We don't change Y to IES here, so it wrongs with this. So the correct one is would he and Dara try, not tries. Yeah. Try to study English. Number 3. Yes. Where is the mistake? She and I wants to get married. So she and I, how many people? 2 people. She and I. So plural subjects here. So once without S. So the mistake is with once. So the correct one is, we don't use S here. She and I. Why don't I use she and me? Because here I use as subjects. So we cannot say she and me. So use she and I. Want to get married. Number 4. Do your father live in the countryside? Okay. So your father, how many people? It is a singular subject or plural subject? Singular, only one father. Your father. So with third person singular, when you use, when you use a question, you have to use, when you want to make question, you have to use does, not do here. Okay? So the mistake is with do. We never say, do your father live? To say, does your father live? Because father is a third person singular. All we can say is singular subject or singular noun. So, does your father live? Sorry, yes. Yeah, does your father live in the countryside? Yeah. Number 5, he doesn't feel happy. Okay, so where's the mistake? It is a negative question, a negative form. He, with his, it we use with doesn't or does not. This is correct. But where the mistake? Feels here. Why it is a mistake with feels? Because feel is with s. When we use doesn't, the verb that come up to it must be infinitive or infinitive without to. Okay. So here the correct one. Number 5. He doesn't. Yes. He doesn't feel. So feel without s because it is a base form or be infinitive. Doesn't feel happy. Number 6. Number 6. My son Dara speak English well. So now how many people? 2 people or what person? My son Dara. So here Dara and my son, are the same person. The same person. It means that my son names Dara. But in short, we can write my son Dara speak English well. So where the mistake? Speak, because third person singular, we must use s with the verb. So speak without s here. So wrong. Okay. So the correct one is my son Dara. The same person, only one person here. Dara is the name of my son here. Yeah. Speak. Okay. Speaks. Speak English well. Okay? You get it? Clear, everyone? Yeah. Number 7. He always practice speaking English in front of the mirror. So he is the subject, right? And where is the verb? Practice. And what about always? Always here is an adverb of frequency, right? Or an adverb is an adverb. So adverb doesn't, it doesn't change or doesn't affect any verb or any subject. It always keep the same form. So he always, where the verb practice. He, third person singular. So practice here without s. So it is wrong, right? Yeah, wrong. It's absolutely wrong. So the correct one, he always practices speaking English in front of the mirror. So the correct one, 7. He always practices. Yeah, practices. Practice doing something, remember? Practices here, practices speaking English speaking English in front of the mirror. He practiced speaking alone, right? In front of the mirror. He want to know. He want to know his gesture or his action. He want to know how his mouth works, something like that. So he always practices speaking English in front of the mirror. Number 8. Where does Sokha studies English? Okay, so where the mistake? So this is a W question. Where does? Okay, I haven't taught you, but today I'm going to teach you about how to make question with a question word. Where does? So here, does Sokha is third person or singular, or we can say it's a singular subject, one person. So we use that is correct. And the verb must be infinitive without to or be infinitive. So here it is not infinitive. It is verb, present verb here. So wrong with this one. Yes. So where does, when we use does, the verb that come after the subjects must be verb infinitive. Verb infinitive. So the correct one is where there's Sokha. Yeah, where does Sokha study, not studies, okay? Study English. The last one, number 9. Number 9. Our teacher teach English online on Fridays. Here, teacher, how many teachers? Only one teachers, right? Only one teachers. And what happened to the verb with, singular subject in present simple? So the verb must be with SES or IS. And any verb that end in CH, when we use with third person singular or singular subject, we have to add, or we must not have, we must add ES. So here, teach without ES is wrong. Teaches. Okay. So our teachers teaches. Sorry, this one. I have to use red markers. Our teacher teaches English online on teaches English online on Friday. Is it clear, everyone? So for the red markers represent or show the mistake. Okay, so Ratha, the correct Ratha goes to market every morning. Vati and Dara try to study English. She and I want to get married. Does your father live in the countryside? He doesn't feel happy. My son Dara speaks English well. He always practices speaking English in front of the mirror. Whether Sokha study English? Our teacher teaches English online on Fridays. So here are the corrections from the exercise. Is it clear, everyone? Clear? So when you write your sentence, when you start writing a text, you have to think of the tenses that you are going to use. If it talk about the daily routine or habit, you have to use present simple. Or if you use about the action that happened and finished in the past with definite time, use past simple. if you want to express the action that happened in the past and still continue to the present, you use present perfect, something like that. So just try to remember the form and practice writing as many sentences as possible in your free time so that you can upgrade, develop your skill, right? Thank you so much. Okay, can I omit it? Good. Okay, so we'll start new points of our grammars about question word WH questions. Sorry, so I have okay, good. I stick the new points. Okay. Yes. Okay, then. Here's something new about question word. Okay. So save time. Yes, I prepare from home. So because writing on whiteboard is sometimes time consuming. So I have to prepare from home. Okay, now have a look, everyone. Question words. I remember teaching you about yeah, no question. And now we move to question word here. And this is the forms of question word. Yes. Have a look at question word. You know, WH questions. So what is a WH questions? A WH question refers to any question started with question words. So what are question words in English? Yes. Okay, so here are some question words. Have a look, like what, where, when, okay, how, yeah, why, who, how much, how long, how many, okay, etc. So these are called question words in English. Like if you want to know about something that you don't know, you use what. If you want to know about where something happens, okay, or where something is, you start your question with where. And when you want to know about the times, you use when. When you want to know how something occurs, happen, you use how. When you want to know the reason, you use why. When you want to know a particular person, you use who. when you want to know about the price of something, you use how much. When you want to know how long something is, you use how long. When you want to know the number of something or some people, you use how many. Okay, so here are the question word. Now, have a look at the form of WH question. So WH question start with, we use here question word. So question word come before do's and does, plus subject, plus verb infinitive. So when we use does here, so all the verb that you have noticed that they are with as, es, or es, must, turn themselves into verb infinitive. Now, example. And I don't want to say anything related to do or die. You know that if you do, the subject must be I, we, you, they, or plural noun, a plural subject. And for does, the subject must be he, she, it, and third person singular. So I don't need to say anything, or I don't need to describe more about this, because you have understood well so far. Yeah. Question word, do, the, subject, plus verb infinitive. For example, where do you live? So here, where the question word, do. Why will you do here? Because you is the subject. Where do you live? Okay, so the answer, I live in Takeo province. What do you do? I'm an engineer. Why do you study English? Because I need it for my job. So want to know the reason. What time does she get up? She gets up at 5 o'clock. How does your father go to work? He goes to work by bus. So here, where, what, why, what time here, how, okay, are question words. Have you got any question, everyone? Panya, tola, cái mũi, but may understand at home? If you don't understand, just try more and ask me in comment. But I think it is just a piece of cake because you have learned so many times. I think this lesson is just a revision for you to make you understand more about present simple. So I think it won't be any problem to you. Good. No difficulty, right? It is very easy. អញ្ចឹងគ្រូសុំនិយាយភាសាខ្មែរបន្តិចបងប្អូនធ្លាប់រៀនអស់អាតម្រងអស់ហ្នឹងរៀនឡើងវល់ហើយមិនឃើញលោផ្លិចខ្លះខ្លះបងប្អូនមួយចំនួនពេលខ្លះសរសេរប្រយោគមកតែងចិត្តច្រឡំផ្លិចនេះផ្លិចនោះអញ្ចឹងណាអត់ s ឬក៏បង្កើតសំណួរខុសអីអញ្ចឹងទៅអត់ es អត់ is ឬក៏យើងអត់បានកត់សម្គាល់ទៅលើប្រភេទប្រធានឥឡូវនេះយើងរៀនឲ្យច្បាស់ហើយណាបាទឥឡូវយើងមើលម្ដងទៀតខ្ញុំនិយាយជាភាសាខ្មែរ question word ឥឡូវខ្ញុំបង្ហាញថាតើ question word នឹងជា question word ជាអីណា question word ជាអី question word នេះគឺជាពាក្យសំណួរដូចអូនឃើញដែលគ្រូសរសេរលើនេះហើយមានដូចជា what where when how why who how much how many how long etc ណាអញ្ចឹងពាក្យសំណួរនោះមានដូចជាអ្វីបើអូនចង់ដឹងពីអ្វីមួយដែលអូនមិនស្គាល់ណាបងអូនប្រើ what បើអូនចង់ដឹងអំពីទីកន្លែងអូនប្រើ where about the place right បើចង់ដឹងអំពីពេលវេលាអូនប្រើ when ហើយចង់ដឹងអំពីរបៀបដែលអ្វីមួយកើតឡើងឬក៏អ្វីមួយកើតឡើងដោយរបៀបណានោះយើងប្រើ how ចង់ដឹងអំពីរបៀបឬក៏វិធីដែលអ្វីមួយវាកើតឡើង why គឺអូនប្រើដើម្បីសួររកពីមូលហេតុរីឯ who អូនសួរតាក់ទងអំពីមនុស្សបាទអូនចង់ដឹងទៅទៀតថា who are you who teaches you English ណាបាទចង់ដឹងអំពីតម្លៃឬក៏ចង់ដឹងថាច្រើនប៉ុណ្ណានោះយើងប្រើ how much បាទ how much does your t-shirt cost ចង់ដឹងអំពីរយៈពេលយូរប៉ុណ្ណាឬក៏អ្វីមួយមានប្រវែងប្រមាណនោះគឺយើងប្រើ how long បើអូនចង់ដឹងអំពីចំនួន Này niêm đại kia rọp bán ôn pra how many bà chẳng ở tiếng ở ní cứ chia bị xóm xóm nua đại dương ai vô mui na có bán nông trồng nồng nắng à say từ lừa vay đại ôn trong thì dễ tận đạn đây cả lại nữa đạn đâu bị một đú đứa có does từ tam bật thiên đại ôn pra đi chẳng vô mui nông trồng nồng nó đạn cả lại question word buộc ỏi đú đứa does buộc ỏi pro thiên viên nước bận to pí cái giả sập chùm núi đu đứa có does hai verb đây nước bận to pí vía cứ trao tam miên tầm rong chuyện be infinitive nó be infinitive toán đấy ấn bà song khâm thật toàn ở làm bạ tê hay WH question is GA nè W question cứ chia biết mà giang tiết cái ở chỗ tha information question sum núa su độ po đầm miên nè ấn chẳng W question cứ chia sum núa tàng lại ná đại đám đau bị xóm nu đại đám đại WH how ní có cái chặt bằng châu trong WH đại mà tôi bây giờ ở khơi miền W nơi bị một việc có cả đầu đấy nó ưu tiên là where do you live ta nè rồi này nè trong đăng tí cái lại I live in Takai province I live in Kampong province I live in Rung village I live in Tramkhana village I live in Cambodia something like that what do you do mean what's your job I'm an engineer engineer yeah visvakor nè why do you study English hạt ấy bạn chia nè riêng phía giang lê chẳng đăng ông pi mul là hạt chẳng những prap cái kê màu mul là hạt ấy này because I need it for my job because it is an international language because I want to travel the world because I want to live in an English speaking country something like that okay what time does she get up trong đăng ông people về lý nhưng phải when của bạn what time này của bạn đấy và what time trong đăng people về lý chuyện lệ đấy màu vậy tới trong đăng pi màu ta niên cao pi kênh là màu phần man niên cao pi kênh là màu pram cột và she gets up at 5 o'clock how does your father go to work ta ở bốc ở bọn nè tay thuê cá để đào được biệt na trong đăng pi vị thi đấy quạt thuê đầm na quạt pra duyên duyên ấy nè he goes to work by bus quạt tay thuê cá đào chi lán còng chẳng ọt miền ấy lồng bạ thế nè okay so there is no difficulty in understanding present simple with question using question word here ọt miền ấy đấy mà okay good and then giờ cho ba lấy khu lục đi hái nè bị sủng nú hay nè bó anh tiết đâm bây giờ bật to cho rương thấm mấy là bỏ gì ngày nay bạn riếp cho bàn bị tè bàn tràn tèn đá okay là gì ok cùng toàn bật cả prao bảo vía lời nhung đã cồn lồng hạt tối muối ấp vào bạ thế ok so vậy là dừng vô bị cả bằng card sầm nua trắng trong iPhone so here the exercise bà dừng thưa hai exercise bà đau nâng tay mà đòn ok make yes no question yeah no yes no question from these sentences from these sentences sentences here សំដៅទៅលើប្រយោគស្របណា okay 1 Shaka speaks 4 languages ចឹងបងអូនធ្វើប្រយោគនេះទៅជាប្រយោគសំណួរណាបាទតិចទេ othe brushes his teeth 3 times a day 3 times a day okay my parents okay your parent work in the factory for Dara's sister studies medicine at university and there are only 5 sentences here and then you have to make this positive into your yes/no question. Her mother always cooks breakfast okay cook breakfast for her okay so now let's do this exercise make yes/no question from these sentences so 1 Sakha speaks 4 languages 2. Othe brushes his teeth 3 times a day. Sorry, without S here. Wrong, because 3 times. Number 3. Your parents work in the factory. 4. Dara's sister studies medicine at university. Her mother always cooks breakfast for her. Okay, so. Okay, now the time is up and I would like to say thank you so much for watching my video and thank you as well for working hard at home. I would like you to have a 10-minute break and after our break we'll continue our lesson. Okay, bye.